So this is a 2010 Swift Conqueror 480. It's going to take you around the caravan, show you how it operates. Down the near side of the caravan, you've got your gas barbecue point, your underbed storage. You release it by opening up the tabs at each end, and you've got your underbed storage. 3-pin electric plug on the side of the caravan, so you can have power out to your awning. Motor mover and wheel nuts. We'll demonstrate the motor mover during the handover, and we'll torque the wheel nuts so you can see they've been tightened correctly. The inside of the van we'll come to in a moment. Back of the van, you've got your wind down legs on either side, as can be seen here. On this side of the caravan, you've got your toilet flush tank, which takes 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid. And then in the tank below, you've got your toilet waste cassette, which you release by pulling the orange handle up and pulling towards you. You'll turn this neck round, and that'll be the empty for the waste tank itself. You take the cap off here and you put 1 litre of water in and a cap full of the blue fluid before use. And on the back of the toilet cassette, you've also got an orange button there, which you can press while you're emptying the cassette so it doesn't spit and splatter back at you. Got your grey waste pipes coming out the side of the van, so the clean water goes in the front of the van, and the grey water comes out the back end of the van here. You've got your fridge vents, where the cold and where it takes in some cool air for the fridge and then blows out some warm air at the top. You've then got your battery, locker, and your mains power lead coming on the side of the van, and then your motor mover power switch in the back of there also. Now, if you want to run direct to the onboard water tank, you'd need to connect your water pump into the top connection here. So that's for the water tank on the board of the van. And if you want to go direct to tap, so direct through to your hot water tank, you'll need to connect the water pump up to the bottom connection just here. On this side again, you've got your wind down leg, and then you've got your Aldi heating vent on the side of the van. The hookup procedure we go through in person here on site. And in the front locker, you have your gas bottle and your 2 water pump connections. So if you're going to run direct to the onboard water tank, you'll connect this water pump here with the 2 metal tabs in the top, as you can see. And to connect it, you'll pull the blue tab back and push it into place in the top fitting. Then if you just want to run off your acro roll, you'll pull back the blue trigger again here, and then you'll push into the side of the van as you would with the other one. I'll take you onto the inside of the caravan now. Like I said, the hookup procedure we go through in person here on site. Go inside the van now. The first thing we do when we come inside the van is on the control panel above the door. You're going to need to turn the power on. So that's the middle button here. And at that point, if you've got any lights turned on, they'll come on at the same time. And if I turn the power off, as you can see, they'll all go off at the same time as well. Now, the control panel above the door shows here the leisure battery voltage, so how much power you've got in your leisure battery. The onboard water tank, which is the top connection on the outside, will show you the fill level here to show you how much water is in that tank. The hot water tank will not show you the level because that is based on what water is in the acro roll outside of the caravan. You've got your view levels here, which will bring up the display here, and if you connect it to the car, it will bring up the battery level on this side. On this side, you've got your mains power point coming to the caravan, and then you've got your car connection to caravan as well just here. To fill the water system on the caravan, before you do anything else, once the control panel's turned on, you'll turn all the taps to the hot side on here. Includes the tap in the bathroom, on the sink, and also the shower. I'm not going to do the shower one at the moment, so I don't want to soak the shower, obviously. I'm going to turn the bathroom one off as well. But what you'll do is, you'll come over to the control panel above the door with your water pump connected on the outside, depending on what tank you want to fill. Also, first of all, go underneath the seat at the front, just to make sure the drain down valve is shut. So you have 2 drain down valves, this one here and this one here, and they are both shut at the moment. When you want to empty the water system on board the caravan, you would need to lift both of these valves up, and that will drain the system down. Now on the door here, it does actually demonstrate how to set the taps up. So if you want to run from the internal tank, which is that big black tank that you see underneath there, you'll need to have the white valve just there pointing down, and the 2 taps in the position they are now, so downwards. If you want to run off the aqua roll, which is what I'd recommend you do, you'd need to turn this tap round into the position it's in now. And then again, you'll leave your drain down valve shut as you see they are now. If you want to drain the water system down, you would need to put the taps into the positions you see on here. Now with it in them positions, you can actually fill the water system by coming back over to the control panel and pressing the water pump just here. Once you press the water pump, when the water pressure builds up, which hopefully it will in a second, you should get water coming out the taps. Once you've got water coming out of each tap on the caravan, you can turn the taps off, and then you'll be able to start warming the water on electric or gas. So the silver control panel you see just here is the control panel for the heating and hot water. At the moment, there is no power going to the heating or hot water, so you'd need to turn it on just here. Oh, need to come across so the off is flashing here, and you turn it on. And then the next thing you can do is, the next one here is the room temperature, so you can control the room temperature by going down or up on the control panel. So let's turn that right down for now. The next one across is your water heating, so when you want to warm the water, you can press on. So again, you have to use the arrows to come across the options. So we're on the warm water heating now, so you can select off or on. At the moment we want it to warm up. The next option is to run the caravan on gas instead of the electric, so you can have that on or off. It will self-ignite on gas, and if it does fail to ignite on gas, it will come up with gas fail in this screen just here between my fingers. At the moment we're going to leave that off also. And if you're on a site with mains power, you'll need to ask on site what you can set your control panel to. Normally it'd be 1 or 2 kilowatts. Some sites will have 3 kilowatts available, but this control panel here only runs on the 1 and 2 kilowatts. So for instance, we'll set it on 1 for now, which is the power we can run here on site. So that is your heating and hot water control panel. To operate the fridge, you've got power on the front panel. At the moment it's trying to self-ignite on gas, but it will fail to ignite in a moment. And when it fails to ignite, it will come with the spanner symbol here and a 9 to say it has failed to ignite. And the blue light here is your pilot light for the gas, and again that will flash if it fails to ignite. When you are on gas, you'll use the button on the right hand side to control the temperature of the fridge. 240 mains, if you connect it to mains power, you can run the fridge on 240, and then you can control the temperature of the fridge on the button on the right hand side again. And if you're towing down the road and you want to keep the beers and wine nice and cold, you can put it onto 12 volt mode, which will run from the 12 volt supply from the car you are towing with. The power or the temperature control on this side is then redundant at that point when you're on 12 volt, because it is just working as a cool box rather than a fridge. And as you can see at the moment, it's come up with a warning code 10 to let me know there is no car connected to the caravan. To turn the fridge back off, you'll press and hold the power button, and that will turn the fridge off. Microwave works pretty much the same as your household microwave, no differences there. Again, the same with the hob, etc. 240 ring at the back, that will only work when you're on mains power. If you're off grid, it will just be the gas rings. And the oven and grill works on your gas as you'd expect. Igniter on the front. The bathroom, the taps and shower, etc. work like your standard shower and taps, but you have got an electric flush on the toilet just here, and you have got a full indicator light just here to let you know if the cassette is full underneath the van, and that will go red if it is full. At the base of the toilet just here, you've got a toilet waste flap which will allow the waste through into the cassette under the van. We do advise that you open that before use and then shut it off once you are finished. So that's everything for this particular caravan. If you have any further questions on the Swift Conqueror 480, like I said, this is a 2010 version, please do give us a call here at the Caravan Company and we'll be more than happy to help. Thank you very much. Bye bye.